make you feel like a rock star. When every single streaming record.
Power92, number one in the streets. Your boy HotRod, the LitPit in full effect, man. It's going down. I got my bro in the building. Finally, Taylor Bennett. What's up, man?
It's crazy. It's been such a long time coming, but every time I tell you when I get up here, like, I grew up listening to Power 92.3. Like, we in the basement trying to turn the lights off. They got, like, you know what I'm saying, a little juke party going on, you know what I'm saying, somewhere on the south side when I'm, like, 11 or, 13. Like, since then, like, I've been, in tune. I think it's a lot of people in Chicago that share that same vibe and that same nostalgic feeling with y'all. So, like I said, it's always a pleasure. It's always an honor, especially with you, man, because, you were one of the leading in the generation. You had your party. You had like 20 different celebrities on your flight. You had more special acts than my show tomorrow.
That was just
an honor to be on here.
Look, this year, you're going to be definitely on this flight because you blessed the show this year, 2019. Like I say, last year. The year before last, I've been trying to get you on this show. Even when I was just an intern, just rocking with you, your energy, bro.
Thank you, man.
And I'm super happy for you, man. Everything.
You already know the feeling's mutual, man. We came up in this together.
Yes.
That's what's so beautiful about Chicago is that you could look around and see so many people that you notice from your block or, from wherever, you know what I'm saying? And that's beautiful. We got to keep that going 2019.
Definitely. And you kicking 2019 off super lit tomorrow. Birthday bash, man. Let's talk about that real quick, bro.
Man, first, you know what I'm saying, we just did the Stephen Colbert show. So, we just got back.
I definitely was going to touch on that because that's epic. That's history.
Well, I was just saying that's how we really kicked it off and with the stream circuit. But, like, this show tomorrow is so crazy because it's the first time, one, that I'm going to be on the stage with my dad and my brother at the same time. But, two, you know what I'm saying, it's an honor to be at the point where, in my career where I can have a showcase and showcase Chicago and show, true talents like Queen Key, that ranges all the way from the south suburbs or, like my OG King Louis. Like I said, he put me on. Like, when I was 15, he was the first big artist to make a track with me. Like, we rode around the dirty, you know what I'm saying? Him, you know what I'm saying, shooting new Chevy. I'm driving a whip. He like, don't speed, you better not. He's standing up. Like, that's literally my blood. So it's like, now to, like, be able to do a show and, like, put him where I know he deserves to be in front of all of these different people because he is that great. The man,
Facts.
Wrote New Slaves. You know what I'm saying? He's a genius.
Definitely.
Man, for Kanye. You know what I'm saying? And, like I said, it's epic. So, we got sounds by Khalid. You know what I'm saying? And we got a bunch of other Chicago special guests coming out, man. Shout out to my boy Stunt Taylor. Shout out to my boy D-Lo. You know how we gonna hold it down for the West Side, man.
Definitely, you gotta put the West Side in there because
they know how we rock, man.
They gonna complain like, oh y'all want. No, but shout out to everybody on the West Side, man. Hey, we're gonna take it back. We're gonna take it back because that's why I was gonna touch on the Late Show.
Yeah.
How was, bro? I saw it on TV. Had your shirt off, and then you did it.
Yeah, I've been working out. So let me say, first off, since I've been back, and I was just thinking because I drove past that same White Castles I used to see all the time when I come over here, I stop and get like whatever. I don't eat meat. You know what I'm saying? I'm a vegetarian now, so I cut out the red meat, the pork, all the chicken. I know it's probably crazy because everybody at home like, man, how could you? Man, like, first of all, as African Americans, we got, like, the best sides on the planet, you know what I'm saying? So, like, I could eat macaroni and cheese and green beans and greens all day, and, it's really just, honestly, for a better living choice. I just had my baby boy, I had my son, so, you know what I'm saying, me and my girl, we trying to, eat better, you know what I'm saying, so we could provide him a better lifestyle. But, on top of that, like you said, I took my shirt off because I've been in the gym, you know what I'm saying? Because I've been trying to really push that. Like I said, I want my son to have that perspective of his dad growing up. So, yeah, man, what was really crazy is, like, I've never been on TV and felt so comfortable performing a song. And I think, that's all about the creation process of it. It was very organic, Like,
I definitely saw that in
that. I went in the studio and worked 45 minutes on, like, I was really thinking about the fact that, there's so many underpaid artists and there's so many different people that aren't receiving their publishing and, all this different kind of business talk that don't nobody want to hear. But I know there's so many different famous artists that probably do realize that it doesn't make them feel like a rock star when they're not getting the money that they deserve. So when I was like, does it really make you feel like a rock star when every single streaming record hits the top chart? Like I was touching on, the streaming service situation of that. And, to cater that and then bring that to a late night TV show as an African-American and an independent artist that has no contracts and nothing with nobody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it is crazy because, I am doing and, my brother is doing, things that, Jay-Z ain't never do. You know what I'm saying? And, I could actually hold my head up and like be in that conversation and say I played Good Morning America, Jimmy Fallon, and Steve Colbert all in the past 6 months, and I still ain't signed no contracts. Like, it's people that is in contracts for 6 years and they ain't never played a late night nothing TV show. Windy City Live, shout out to them. I love you guys. They might never have gotten an opportunity to play that. So to stand there, it's a blessing.
Man, and saying all that, like, what made you not sign? I know record labels at your door. Like, what made you just like,
well,
man?
You know what's actually crazy? I think my situation is so wild. Like, my brother is so smart that I didn't even get that many offers. When I was younger, I got a couple offers, and once I just, like, started doing my thing, any meetings that we would take were meetings that I wanted to see people about, and they would just always say the same thing, like, we have everything, like, we have money, but that's all because I do my own distribution, I have my own booking agent, we work with, our publishing administrators to, collect our publishing, we work with TuneCore, we work with United Masters, you know what I'm saying, we do all this in-house business, the split sheets, all that work ourselves, so, when you take out every single thing that you do at a job, all they can offer you is money, and then you just gotta ask yourself, like, are you really greedy enough to just not wait to make it yourself, and do you want a temporary advance that you gotta recoup, aka, like, just give back? You know what I'm saying? And, like, nah, like, I knew when I was, like, 16, when I was 16, I was selling out Reggie's Rock Club, shout out to them, on 22nd Street. I went to Urban Prep and the Dearborns, you know what I'm saying, where the Ickies damn near used to be. Shout out to them, you know what I'm saying? My guys, the Jacks. And I used to be selling out shows every single Friday, whatever, up the street. So all my teachers knew that I wasn't going to college, but I also, as a senior, grossed almost half of 6 figures. So I wasn't finna sign.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, half of 6 figures, that's correct. So I wasn't finna sign, and I knew I wasn't gonna sign, and it was just like, at that point, it started to become frustrating, because at that point, I realized that there were so many different ways for me to actually make money besides just putting my music out and doing shows. Like, I could distribute my music, I could make merchandise, like, I could do all these different things, and I could do it the way that I wanted to do with my own money, because ain't no label own me.
Yeah. No, I'm glad you saying that, because you got a future upcoming artist, Kidd Kenn, in here, his manager, and I know they always say, like, man, we got this deal on the table. So I'm glad you, like, relaying this message, and for the people that's watching as well, like, because there's a lot of people that want to be signed.
I think the thing is, like, you know what I'm saying, a lot of people are looking to explain a language that we don't understand. Like, I remember, I don't know if you've ever seen this video where Chance is like, publishing, mechanicals, masters, your royalties, and he kind of breaks it down. He's like, at the end, it doesn't make any sense, because first of all, as African Americans, like, we have always been generationally oppressed. So whether that be education or that be money, we know nothing about it. So also, as African Americans, something that's just very interesting is, if you look at any other race of people, they've found a way to make money off of what they do. Like, as African Americans, the best thing that we've ever produced successfully is music, and we don't know how to sell it. Like, and that bothers me so much. I know how to sell it, though, and I'm trying to tell people about it. You know what I'm saying? And I think people want to listen. I don't think that people don't want to listen. I think you want to listen. That's why I'm here.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And that's what's so cool about it, is that, that's how I felt when I did Stephen Colbert and I did streaming services, because I knew what that song meant to a lot of different people. You know what I'm saying?
Thanks. Man.
Type shit.
I'm over here, like, learning, like, I hope everybody in here learning as well.
Like,
so
and that's dope, because I'm learning too. Like,
because I didn't know, like, none of this, though. So I'm like,
I'm learning too. I got my boy,
y'all come in.
Come in here. I got my boy, you know what I'm saying, Matt. So this is about to be one of the richest guys. You guys, his company, Trouble. I worked on that shit with him when I was, this is 3-4 years ago. He is the owner of that shit. Like, he is huge. Like, he is so smart. His platform has touched millions and millions of people. He has literally worked with anybody and everybody that you can think of. And he loves music. Like, and that, he loves that shit. You know what I'm saying? And he doesn't have a label, and he doesn't have a distribution service, and he doesn't have a publishing company. He has a company that helps artists. So what we just really got to ask ourselves very often is, do we really need to be facilitated? Like, do we really need to be instructed for creativity? Because that shit don't make any sense. If it's free thought, how do you control it?
Yeah.
And if there is free thought, then who are the oppressors? Like, if you stand with God, that's like literally saying, like, if I am on like God's side, like, who is against me? Things that are not of it. You know what I'm saying? And that's exactly what we're talking about. Like, people and things that are not of it. That don't be in motherfucking church. I mean, sorry. That don't be in church, that didn't grow up on the music that we created, the things that are like literally the backbone and the existence of principle in our households. Like, they don't understand it and they don't care, but they sell it and they control it, and they also decide when those emotions are going to do something different to us right now. Like, and what we gonna do? Like, when you 15, the school to prison pipeline, like, this. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I don't have to explain that, because that's already knowledge, which is awesome. Because in 2019, I could just say the school to prison pipeline, and for the first time ever, there's a lot of people on the other side of the radio. They're like, yes, yes, and yes. Like, dig into it. Stop eating meat. They trying to kill you.
No, trust me. I know that. I know that for a fact. Hey, that's why I rock with you, man. I rock with you. I rock with your brother. Y'all yourselves. Y'all be yourself. Y'all don't care about what other people say about y'all.
You gotta be yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Drop that little piece right there. And I'm just messing with you.
Like you got a whole album. Be yourself.
Yeah.
Like, and I see it. Like, this is where all this comes from. You be yourself. Y'all talk y'all stuff. Y'all say what y'all gotta say. Y'all tell the truth.
Yeah, people want to hear the truth. So. Like, I think the misconception is that I'm more scared of not knowing. Like, I can't be one of those people that just doesn't know things and, like, just moves on. Like, I'm not one of those people. I feel like a lot of people aren't like that. I feel like people make the decision and stereotype that we don't care. But we just not informed. And, like, we don't know how to get informed. And it's not that we don't want to vote. And we had the highest amount of young voters in Chicago history this year. Like, we locked up the first cop, Jason Van Dyke, in any of these trials in Chicago.
And I'm glad you mentioned that, because you know what happened today.
Nah.
So he only got sentenced 6 years. What, really 3? Yeah, if he behaved well. So my question is, what is your thoughts on that? Because I was already pissed earlier.
I just feel like, and that's what I love too about 2019 is, like, do I really even have to give you my opinion on if you think the justice system of America is correct?
I know it's not correct.
That's what I'm saying. Like, we got to stop asking celebrities opinions. Like, we got to stop looking at the TV and waiting for Jay-Z and Beyonce to comment on events. Yo, Chicago, that's not right, yo. Period.
Yeah. I know it's not right, but like the Jay-Z or, Beyonce's, yourself, Taylor Bennett, Chance, y'all voices are louder than our voices. But
thank you.
Yeah, let me get into it, man. The projects, man. Be yourself, and Broad Shoulders. Which one is your favorite one?
Yo, Broad Shoulders is definitely my favorite album of all time. I think because I put so much time into it. It was a point in my life that I was going through so many different transitions, and I was literally growing, and my shoulders were getting broader, but a lot of people also don't know the nickname of Chicago is the city of broad shoulders. Yeah. And I wanted to make an album, and I wanted to make a project that was universally, accepted, just culturally. I didn't want to make anything that refrained anybody from listening to it. And that's how we ended up making songs like Dancing in the Rain or, Broad Shoulders. Some of my biggest songs still to date at such a young age. And it's so still, I just came from practicing games right here. And I was just doing Dancing in the Rain. I was just thinking, yo, that's crazy. I wrote this song, though, when I was 17. It's crazy that I was, writing music but it also let me know, and just it's always a great reminder because early music, that's when you're not tainted. That's when you don't care about like for real. That's when you don't care about plays. Like that's before I didn't understand like really a lot about music, and I just knew that making the best music is how to. And like once you start really understanding not just the business, but you start becoming an artist and realizing that there's bigger masses of people and there's general masses of people that want to see certain things, it messes up your head. You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of people get lost, and I think that's why I had to come back home and really address a lot of things when I turned 21, and come out as openly bisexual and do these things that I should have done a long time ago. But, it wasn't just the idea of those feelings being oppressed by what was going on in my personal life, but also, me being a famous hip hop artist and there being no other openly bisexual or gay rappers.
Yeah.
Period. Besides Kidd Kenn. And there's a lot more, but they're just not promoted. And that was the choice that I could actually make as an independent artist. Like, I can bet you so much money that with Taylor Bennett's track record, with the things that I did before Broad Shoulders, Restoration of American Idol, you name it, if I was in a 2 to 3 album deal and I was on my last album and I had been at the height of my career and done all these late night shows, even at that point, I bet you if I had told them, all right, y'all, I want to make this record called Be Yourself and this is what I want the cover art to be, I bet you they would have said no. Because they would have said, given your track record, your fans will not respond well to it. Because it's all, a long time ago, Ebro told me this, and it's true. The label figured out that X plus X equals X. And once they figured out that logic, they applied that to every single artist. Because if they can make X equal X and get their data or their money, they don't care. You know what I'm saying? And like that's what you see happen to a lot of different artists. And it's like, man, like, I know you're a lot more genuine than this. I know that you don't care about what you're talking about. Like, I know that you don't feel what is this? And then it'd be like some couple dudes in the back office with gym shorts on that don't really care. Some third party agency like, yeah, I bet you if he does this, it's gonna project this many. We're gonna get this many units sold. Like, who even are these dudes, yo? And that's what I'm saying. Like, we need to find these dudes I take that back. We don't need to find them and do nothing to them. But, like, look, bro, like, they not from the dirty. They not, like, that in my mind blows me because it is crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Nah. And you didn't catch a lot of flack from that or anything. If anything, I feel like it showed people that you Taylor Bennett. You not about to.
Yo, yeah, and I think it made a statement. And I think that it's no coincidence that everybody is trying to say be yourself, and I don't think it's a coincidence either that there's so much more heavy marketing, and I don't think that's just from my input at all, and that's not what I'm saying. I think from various people speaking their mind independently in 2018, 2017, 2016. There have become major campaigns from major companies that 2 years ago would never think twice about working with homosexuals or working with blacks or working with Hispanics or whatever genre or class of people that you're talking about.
Yeah, no, that's facts, and I feel like Kidd Kenn is one of the people that looked up to you, and I mean you see him now in Chicago everywhere, just like you said, like it's people out here. That I mean, I know when we go to schools, I know you see all the boys, they walk off. But if you really look, the boys still singing Erie. So I'm just saying, like, hey.
Yeah, I mean, like,
I'm glad that he's here to, like, really, like, and I'm glad you're here to listen to him because, like.
I mean, it's like, also, it's like this, yo, like, there clearly is a culture that is out there of just forward and upward moving energy. You know what I'm saying? I'm all about that. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like it's just, it's really, what is it? When the stars, like, align. And that's been happening to me like, a lot. So I'm glad that I get to see you, Ken. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad that I got to come up to Power 92.3 because I also didn't just come here to do this. Like I said, I came here to introduce, the head of Treble, which is a company that we all know, to BAM at Power 92.3 because she needs to be able... And we need to be able to get more independent artists, not just from Chicago-based, knowing what Power 92.3 is and more people in Chicago knowing what Treble is. And I'm TBE, so that's my job to facilitate that because I live in Chicago. It's my city. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's so much love in the air when I walk into a building because I'm here for much more than the interview. Every time. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And it's love, and it's always been that. Like, y'all gave me my first radio campaign ever. Ever. Y'all gave me Neon Lights featuring Superboy and Lil Yachty, my first campaign on the radio ever. Like, y'all put me on the radio, y'all put me on the map, and for that, I'm going to always love y'all and I'm going to always respect y'all because it's about those people in soul positions like you all selves that are like, yo, we not going to take this catalog money. We going to go let this independent artist shine and do his thing.
That's facts. That's why we number one in the streets.
That's why we're number one in the streets. 92.3, baby.
That's right. Hey, so 2019 is here, man. What projects are we working on?
Man, yo, I got a new project called The American Reject, yo. That drops February 26th. You know what I'm saying? I'm so excited.
Can we premiere this up here? What's up? Can we make another trip back out here?
I'm definitely down to come out here and do as much work with y'all as y'all trying to do. You already know, man. I'm trying to get that airtime, man.
Well, let's do it.
So, yeah, I'm definitely down. But, yeah, it's American Reject, yo. And, you know, really the basis is, you know, from the restoration of an American Idol to Be Yourself to the American Reject. And it's really about talking about not just as African Americans, not just as homosexuals, not just as Hispanics or Asians or any of these different people and backgrounds that we might come from. We all are rejected from somewhere in America, but we all also are accepted. And, you know, the basis of my music, I've told you many times, is to bring people together. And I think one thing that always can let people see what's real is when you equal the playing ground. And that's what my music has always been about, whether it's, you know, sitting, doing it Be Yourself, you dig, or
we're going to go up.
Whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Let's go. Taylor Bennett still in the building, man. As you can see on the live, we are talking, man. Super deep combos over here, man. And I'm like super engaged and like for real, like this ain't even like no radio act or nothing like that. This is like for real, like bro, you speaking.
Genuine, Joe. Like, no, this raw, yo. Like
this is like you speaking.
Y'all got the James Brown vibes. Like I feel like I could come in here and be like, man, Joe, I got like $50 for y'all. Spin my track, man. I'm trying to get hot in the clubs. Like that's how y'all got me feeling in here, yo. Because it's really that genuine. It's always kept that same energy since back in the day, and that's why like you said, y'all number one in the streets. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. So we about to have some fun, man. Definitely about to premiere some tracks. Taylor Bennett takeover, as you can see, he did tweet. So DJ Nathan said now did a mix all the way from Vegas. All the way from Vegas.
Oh, word. He's in Vegas. What are you doing in Vegas? He out there chilling. I'm supposed to be in Vegas. He's supposed to be here.
He for the fight.
He at the fight. I'm supposed to be at the fight. He's supposed to be here.
Man, see, he definitely supposed to be here. You heard, I know he's listening too on the app too. So definitely, if you riding around right now. Huh? He said,
who we bet on?
Who we bet on?
Who we bet? Look, he like, I'm not going to get him in trouble.
Yeah, I'm not going to get in trouble, but I know who Ferris bet on then. I ain't going to get nothing in trouble. But look, we're going to have some fun, man. So turn your radios up. Anything y'all want to hear from Taylor Bennett right now, man, tweet him, and let's see what you got. All right, your boy HotRod right here on Power 92.